During the 2017 hurricane season, Hurricanes Harvey, Irma, and Maria blew in, leaving behind a trail of destruction from August to October. We also watched the news coverage that included ASL interpreters and captioning on screen, some successfully, some not. During this time, many community advocates, including MNCDHH's board member Lloyd Ballinger, contacted MNCDHH and asked if the state of Minnesota plans to have ASL interpreters, including certified deaf interpreters, CDIs, and live captioning on screen if there is an emergency. MNCDHH agreed with community advocates. This is an important issue and needs to be addressed. Sittner Anderson, Communications Coordinator at MNCDHH, researched the emergency communication protocols in other states. In September 2017, she used the information to create a special memo for the Office of Governor Mark Dayton titled Emergency Management Communications that are inclusive to people who are deaf, deafblind, and hard of hearing. In this memo, she provided the following recommendations, along with resources to federal law and policies in other states. Number 1. Provide concurrent methods of communicating emergency information in spoken English with live captioning and American Sign Language, ASL. Number 2. Include a team of certified and qualified ASL interpreters with a CDI as a member of the interpreting team. Number 3. Provide real-time captioning during disasters. Number 4. Budget to include accessibility during emergencies. Number 5. Provide an auditory description of any graphics so that visual information is inclusive to listeners who are blind, low vision, or deafblind. The governor's office agreed that this is an important issue. People who are deaf, deafblind, and hard of hearing must have equitable communication access to emergency information. They connected us with the Minnesota Department of Public Safety, or DPS, to discuss solutions. MNCDHH and DPS had already been working together on the statewide Text to 911 rollout, along with the Minnesota Department of Human Services Deaf and Hard of Hearing Services Division, or DHHSD. So MNCDHH was happy to work with DPS on another project. In December 2017, MNCDHH and DPS met, partially to review the Text to 911 rollout, but also to talk about accessible emergency communications. DPS suggested that they insert language into the Minnesota Emergency Operations Plan to include sign language interpreters and real-time captioning during emergencies. MNCDHH agreed that this was a great idea. The process to update this plan was complicated and took almost a year, but as of October 2018, the language is in. The language is as follows. First, arrange to provide American Sign Language interpretation and captioning services for news conferences, briefings, and other media activities. Number 2, arrange for sign language interpretation for the governor and other senior officials when they travel to disaster sites or otherwise address the citizens of Minnesota following a disaster. This plan is updated on an annual basis and will continue on no matter which governor is in office.